Hi, welcome back to part 3 of my mixed reef Seahorse setup. Today we're going to have a quick look around my sump. As I said in previous videos, it's not quite completed yet, but it is running, underway, and so we'll have a quick tour of where we are at the moment. So the first thing is the water travels over the weir and down the outlet pipe, which is the short one you can see there on the left. We have the return pipe and a redundant outlet on the right hand side. The outlet pipe is forming a false siphon method, and so the outlet is underwater, so the pipe is continuously full of water, which cuts down on pretty much all of the noise. And then, as you can see, the redundant pipe, you may not be able to see, stands above the level of the water, and should there be a blockage or some kind of problem, the water would rise in the back of the weir and cascade down the additional outflow pipe to stop any flooding, hopefully. So the outlet pipe that we've just seen, the short false siphon one, appears on the underside here on the left hand side, goes through a gate valve which is adjustable in order to maintain the water level in the weir and thus keep the false siphon running. Runs behind the skimmer here and exits below water level with an open-ended pipe. Just cascades into this first narrow section of my sump. I also have in here one of my 300 watt Eheim heaters. The sump then, which is a standard Asiacratic sump, has a bubble trap at this point, so you can see here this sort of inch wide narrow bubble trap. The water rises back up, cascades over into the first section. I have a ATI Bubble Master 250 skimmer. This runs on twin pumps. As you can see, it's raised up on a little plinth. It needs to sit in, I believe it's between 7 and 9 inches of water. It's about 8 with the plinth. I made the plinth up just out of some offcuts of PVC piping and some egg crate. I did just glue them together with a little bit of aquarium silicone, just so they didn't fall apart while I was assembling the whole thing. The skimmer's not really kicked in yet. I guess it's early days, still playing about with water levels. In fact, I've been finding it quite difficult to actually discover exactly how people are running this skimmer. I've currently got mine with the water level maybe 20 mil, an inch or so below the cup inside, but we'll see how that runs. As a temporary measure, I then have again a little piece of egg crate, sandwiching some filter wool and aquatic filter sponge just against the glass here. The only reason for this was while the tank's clearing, I've just installed the sand and some of the live rock, which I'll do a separate video on, and this is just helping to clear some of the solid particles out, speed things up a little bit. I did first install some of the filter sponge in the top of the bubble trap, but it did cause a bit of a blockage in the water flow, and so this seems to be working quite well at the moment, helping to clear the tank. It also, in the very early days before the skimmer started to kick in, I was suffering a bit from micro bubbles, and this just helped cut those down a little bit. Then we're into the next stage, which is my refugium. I have a 6-inch deep fine sand bed. It's silver sand. You can see at the moment there's a few little bits of live rock rubble in there, and just plonk them all in there so not to waste them and to get anything that's living on them up and away into my sand bed. There's probably just see there's a small amount of Cheeto algae from my local fish store, just to get things off and running. As I explained before, temporary light at the moment, which I'm running 24 hours a day, but hopefully the new LED one will turn up soon. And then into the last segment of the Sump refugium, the sort of return area. I have a number of probes in here for the aquatronica. It's not really set up yet. Temperature probe, pH, density probe, and a redox probe as well, and a level switch. You can see at the back here the redundant outlet, which is just a straight tube straight through the tank connector, bulkhead. Again, exits below water. Might actually be better that was cut off above water, so as it makes a bit more noise if it was to go into overflow, just to help me realise. But very handy extra. You'll see in Sump itself I have the second of my 300 watt Eheim heaters, a Eheim Compact Plus 5000 return pump. That's returning back up this flexible pipe into a 1-inch PVC return into the tank. I then have a Compact Plus 3000 Eheim pump. That is pumping out to my chiller unit and back. Doesn't run very much, in fact hasn't run at all as yet. The chiller is very much a kind of add-on. I found it very useful with my small Red Sea 130 tank, but I'm hoping maybe this one it probably won't kick in very much. We also have two little Eheim 600 pumps here. You can probably see better around this side, and they are feeding my two little fish reactors. The far one is running a Rowaphos phosphate remover. If you can see, surface there should be just rippling. Difficult to see, not a very good quality camera, I'm afraid. Just pull back out, and then the front one is just running carbon, and I've got both of those running right from the beginning, just to make sure I don't have any build-up of phosphate in my new rocks. The carbon obviously helping to just clarify things a little bit, clear the water out, and so on. Okay, so that's a quick tour of my sump as it stands at the moment. As I say, it's early days, and I'll no doubt be fiddling around and changing things and altering settings as you do in this hobby. But I hope you've enjoyed the quick tour around of how things are at the moment. As usual, any comments or queries, please post them on the video or on my site. Rate my videos, thumbs up or thumbs down, always good to know either way, no problem, and hopefully see you next time. Thanks.